welcome. This is Ayana Lahi, and I'm so very happy that you're here with me in this week's episode of Be One, Be You. We are diving into the theme, the challenges and realities of becoming whole. Most of us do not know that we separate our mind and our feelings, our logic from intuition, until we have an awakening where we see a life moment from a different perspective. Something is shifted and we are seeing through new eyes. Most of the time, that sight disappears. For many of you, you persist to find out where that inner sight originates. Because you want more. Because when you see from those new eyes, you know that you're seeing reality. You are not seeing through separation. And separation is where the personality self has developed itself to feel in control, that it's on top of things, and that it is handling life, even though there might be a lot of fallout inside of you and around you. And yet the individual fears that we each have can be too overwhelming to want to embrace and learn from until you have a money crisis, a relationship crisis, a health crisis, a career crisis. And then you have that inner choice whether to escape and run and just create a new relationship or a new circumstance, a new job opportunity, a new financial direction, to immerse yourself in so you don't have to feel the pain. The challenges and reality of becoming whole, that you have to go through the ache points, those places inside that most people dance around. But for those of you who walk right through it and open into that, what was once an invisible current of life, invisible pain, that becomes visible. What you experience is coming closer to the source within you. That source is all power, the all power of oneness in source itself. That source is love. And the love can kick you in the ass. It can work to make you wake up. Someone that really cares for you and might be really angry at you for some reason that you have created because you have run from your own pain, you've run from your own wounds, and you don't want to sit still long enough inside to go through why they're there. And when you want out of your own pain enough, or your own despair enough, when life is pushing you to wake up and you face those challenges of seeing through the pain and the hurt and the fear inside of yourself so that you can excavate your own mind and discover the diamonds within sight of you. And that journey is worth the priceless amount of exchange with the universe. The direct way into yourself is through knowing what you're feeling first, what's beneath your feeling, and that's always the you that is waiting to be found and received and no longer pushed away. It is the you who is ready to no longer be rejected by yourself. It's the you who is ready to no longer be betrayed by you. It's the you that is ready to no longer be abandoned by you. It is the you that is ready to be seen for the love that you are by you. The challenges of becoming whole begin with seeing yourself and receiving yourself. And once you begin to see and receive who you are, you have to be willing to let go of the ways that you push away, resist, avoid, bypass, manipulate, and control things around you so that you're stuck with you, baby. You are here in you, and all of you is waiting to be found. And if you don't do it in this lifetime, you do it in the next lifetime, as my mother once said to me. I'm not doing it in this lifetime. I'll do it in the next one. And for a moment, I was pretty surprised at her truth. She made a decision to stay shut in this lifetime, and it was so powerful for me to accept her decision. And she lived that out until the day that she passed out of her body to stay asleep. And then down the road, her soul will, at some point in her own infinite, eternal timing that is scheduled in the timeline of infinite source, for her to have an awakening moment to make that decision. When you become whole, you experience a depth of connection with true wisdom and divine intelligence that is within you. Most of us create our interactions with people based upon our own wounds. And when we take the time to become whole and the efforts to become whole, what happens is that we share the essence of who we are, and we're able to create fabulous things in life. Everyone wants to be nurtured. Everyone wants to be fed. We all have that need to receive the blessings, and to give the blessings can really happen from being whole. There's nothing more irritating than for someone to give a blessing when they're so disconnected to their own self that it's just a fake, put on amount of words. When you really walk your talk and you become whole, you have faced your own pain and you have healed a good amount of your pain so that you can interact with life in a way that gives you the feeling, the essence, the interchange of living in a love song. And then it's up to you to create your life to be that love song, the interaction, the joy of growing vegetables in a garden or flowers, the joy of receiving its gift to you. That's the interchange, where there is a flow, an ebb and flow with life itself. It's that feeling of being by the ocean and the wave touches your heart as it comes close to the shore. Another challenge of becoming whole is that you have to start telling the truth to yourself. And as you realize the truth in yourself that you're the one who has shut the door to you, even though you might keep the door open to others. And you might have had to keep the door open to others, such as your family of origin, in order to not create difficulties on an emotional and psychological level. Some of you had to shift out of your own true self just to not be hurt or abused in your family. That's a huge reality, whether the hurt is psychological or sexual, intellectual, religious, emotional, financial abuse. As humanity evolves, we are seeing through the illusions. We are seeking a reality that is connected, because deep inside of ourself we have that natural inclination to know what's real. And we are beginning to see the fake, the false, the misuse of power, because as you become whole, you are rejoining in with the source within you that is the one. What a gift. Like, we're not just hanging out here alone in oblivion, and it really is far from being an existential, confused place unless we are separate from the source within ourself. That source, first point of contact, is reconnecting with our soul. And that enlightenment, that phase, that stage of reigniting the enlightening, of allowing the spark of love, that light within you, to emerge and be received by you, is that first step to becoming whole. We have to recognize how we ABR ourselves, the abandonment, betrayal, and rejection, addiction that we do to ourselves, and keep ourselves safe so that we're not in connection and relationship with the source of light that is you. Everything that you do is a choice, every moment. And when you connect inside yourself, which you can learn in the Spirit Gateway's 21st Century Liberation Roadmap through the Be Light meditation and through all the tools and practices that you're given in the Evolutionary Empowerment Membership Program, which is filled in courses with different topics. So you can enter into Spirit Gateway's Institute training through topics that catch your interest and resonate with you. When you become whole, you become energetically aware. You become aware of the way the invisible works. and you come out of fear, because the fear is what happens when your mind and body are separate, your soul and spirit within you are separate, God and your body are separate, your mind and your body are separate, your emotions and your mind are separate. Oh yeah, I think you're getting it. It's when you come from that point, that oneness center in yourself, and that's where you go in the Spirit Gateways trainings. And in the evolutionary empowerment, you've got part 1, part 2, whole self workout, and you have oneness workout. And you are guided through the steps in a very loving, intuitive, body-centered, awakened perspective for you to grasp, for you to really get. And you can learn more about that at my website, ayanalehi.com, IANALAHI.com. The reality of becoming whole is that you have to let go of your addiction to your pain. And it's amazing how addicted we get to the pain, because the pain gives us an identity, and the identity is what feeds our ego. And we all live in a world where ego comes first, true self comes like 10th on the list. It's beginning to rise up in importance. In the work that I offer and give, finding your true self's priority number 1. And from there, every aspect of your life can come in to that mandala, that whole hologram of the expression of who you truly are. And all I know is I'm coming from striving and working hard to get through my own stuff my whole life, and then finding that point where I went, something's really changed. I'm in a whole new place. And the moment that I made that shift from wholeness into oneness, I felt that it was palatable and it was amazing. And I really thought deeply about how I got there, so I could share that and pass that on to you. Because it's not just closing your eyes and going to sleep at night and waking up a whole new person in the morning. I call it the physics of oneness. It's your physicality with the invisible. And I'm really into teaching you how to see for real, like really see through your whole being, through the eyes of oneness within you, without plant medicine, without any drug that stimulates the experience. Because I'm into permanent shift, and I want to give that to you. And I want to pass on to you the challenges that you go through, is to ask yourself if you're ready, if you feel really ready to know who you are, and to feel that and to know that inside of you. So everything that you write, that you say, the projects that you work on, the interchanges you have with your colleagues, with your family, if you're raising children, with your beloved children, so that your creative energies can really expand and manifest into the world, so that who you are can really be anchored in your body, so that you're showing up, being you. And it gets easier. At first it's hard, and then it gets easier, and then it becomes really natural. And then you know that you've become one in you. Become whole first. I invite you to join me in this work of the 21st century, so that your liberation of your inner masculine, your inner feminine, liberation of your consciousness, the awakening of your whole heart is recognized first by you, and then it'll be recognized by others and in all that you have to give here. Thank you so very much for being here, joining all of us together as we hold a torch of light for the world. Sending you much love. Until next time, this is Ayana Leahy.